The Social Media Men of 2013 proudly present the importance of social media in professional sports. To give a bit of an introduction on what we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about the importance of social media and its role that it plays with professional sports organizations, some positives and some negatives that can be perceived in social media, and then our overall thoughts on how organizations handle their social media strategy. We're going to begin by talking about the importance of building a positive brand for your team. It's very important for sports organizations to hire a group of public relations experts who are constantly monitoring social media sites, looking for mentions of the team. This way you can tweet out team information, find people who are interested in your team, establish your target market, as well as post pictures and video, game footage, or practice to your target market. It's very important for a sports organization to build a list of loyal as well as vocal fans. You need to retweet them as well as post their tweets on scoreboards or on a team website. This is very important to gain visibility for your sports organizations. You can also do fan promotions and ticket deals via Twitter or Facebook or other forms of social media. Organizations tend to use Facebook as a medium to advertise promotions they're doing within their sports organization. For example, here you can win tickets to the sports organization's team if you would like the link to the right of the screen. You can also increase your chances by commenting or sharing. This is a common tactic used by sports organizations to help build their loyal fan base. Here's an example of an intended positive promotion that went wrong. The Jacksonville Jaguars did a 3-hour ticket special where if you bought a ticket for $45, you got 2 free beers. However, the Mothers Against Drunk Driving were very against this, as they claimed it promoted a hostile environment for sports fans. This is a study conducted by consulting firm Catalyst, which analyzed the sports fans' digital media habits. As you look on here, you can see that Facebook is used by 73% of the population for following and discussing sports, as well as YouTube at 54%, Twitter at 37%, followed by Google and Instagram. Interestingly, Twitter is used the most on game day, as well as an increase in the use of Instagram. As you can see down at the bottom where it says 7 out of 10 fans are willing to take action after following or liking a brand. This is a very important component because it helps gauge the interest of a fan as to whether they purchase a product, which would be the tickets for a sports organization. So this study really helped organizations understand what their fans' behavior was.
So Byron just gave you some examples of how social media is used in professional sports in a positive way. But as many of you already know, the use of social media can also lead to many problems for sports organizations and professional athletes. The majority of the time, disputes through social media mediums are harmless and issues are resolved or apologies are made by the parties involved. Occasionally, however, the misuse of social media can lead to disciplinary action or heavy fines for the offenders. I'll start with a relatively mild example. Back in January, someone with access to the Dallas Cowboys Twitter account posted a tweet downplaying the start of the National Hockey League season. The picture on the left shows the tweet made by the Dallas Stars in response to the Cowboys tweet. Shortly after the tweet was made by the Dallas Stars, the Cowboys apologized and called their original tweet an accident. As you can see on the right, the Stars accepted the Cowboys' apology and peace was made between the two organizations. It's not only professional sports organizations that get into disputes through social media mediums. The NBA has also seen its fair share of social media fights. In an interview with Cinesport.com in September of this year, Kevin Durant of the Oklahoma City Thunder said he would not have placed Dwayne Wade, who plays for the Miami Heat, on the power forwards list of the NBA's top 10 players. When Dwayne Wade heard this news, he issued a response through an Instagram account. Wade's Instagram post can be seen on the left. Kevin Durant then tweeted a response shown on the right. So far, no apologies have been made. We'll have to wait and see what happens when the Heat and Thunder play on January 20th next year. Now for some more serious examples of the misuse of social media and the consequences that follow. Viola Papachristou is a Greek triple jumper that was set to compete in the 2012 London Olympics. A few days before the Olympics were set to begin, Papachristou posted comments on Twitter mocking African immigrants and expressing support for an extreme political party. Her tweets were deemed racist and against the Olympic spirit by the Hellenic Olympic Committee, and she was expelled from the Olympics that year. Social media can also carry heavy monetary fines. During the NBA lockout of 2011, the owner of the Miami Heat, Mickey Arison, tweeted multiple times on the status of the talks between the NBA players and owners. During this time, owners and executives were under a strict mandate not to discuss the lockout, and Arison violated that mandate multiple times. Because of this violation, Arison was fined $500,000 by the NBA. This was the third time the NBA had fined an owner for making comments regarding the labor situation. The other two owners were fined each $100,000. The misuse of social media has led to many professional sports leagues to establish guidelines for league employees regarding social media usage. The National Football League, for example, does not allow players, coaches, or operations staff to use any social media outlet less than 90 minutes before kickoff, and usage can only resume after all traditional media interviews conclude. Similarly, the NBA does not allow players to use social media 45 minutes before a game starts, and all media obligations must be fulfilled before players can resume usage. Through our research, we determined that social media has had an overall positive impact on professional sports. The sports world can immediately send out information through social media avenues. Fans are more up to date than ever on sports news. Social media sites like Twitter are fast-paced and to the point. Breaking news is easier to convey through Twitter than through a website. Social media users can now glance at their timeline or newsfeed to find out who won what and what is going on in the life of their favorite athlete. Social media sites allow fans to stay connected to their favorite team and players 24/7. Here are some additional sources we used for our presentation. We hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for your attention.